we are breaking God's statutory laws where the health laws are. So the psalmist says in Psalms 100, verse 3, it says, know ye that the Lord is God. It is he that has made us, not we ourselves. So we didn't make ourselves. God has made us, okay? We are his people and the sheep of his diesel engine. So also, me. It says, give me understanding. Now the understanding is talking physical aspects. So when my physical is steady, I can keep your 10 commandments. That's what he's talking about here. Okay, so then God, the Lord gives us the laws. The U.S., they are almost institutions that deal with each one of us. Each one of those. Each one of us. Each one of those. They're going, and these laws, 7, the Bible saw. So to be a law that govern your diet, we break this physically, we deteriorate. And I need to also understand that when I obey the 10 commandments, that's what deals with the moral law, or the 10 commandments, the spiritual laws. So for me to be a living soul, I have to live in conformity with the physical laws that govern my dust or my body, and also the Spirit of God. So that's very important. Hence we've been given this verse. Proverbs 22, verse 3 says, a prudent man foreseeth evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on it and are punished. Okay? So a person who's wise would avoid getting sick. A very common statement, prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. So common in the health sector, the moment HIV became a challenge to the entire world, that they've been talking about prevention is better than cure. Prevention, but when was it given to Seventh-day Adventists? Okay? It is far. What can I use in case I've got blood pressure? What can I use in case I've got diabetes? What can I use in case I've got gastritis? That's not even important. But if you can just obey the Lord, it's far better. Because sometimes you can get the disease because of disobedience. Then now, you go to the hospital. You learn how to treat it, but the damage is already some people, but every person, each one of us. That's your duty. That's my duty. A duty of every person, okay, for his own sake, okay, and for the sake of humanity. So it's a sake for myself and for other people. So when I'm obeying God's laws, I'm helping this for myself. And I'm also helping others that are living there. Because once I get sick, my family will suffer. My children will be crying. My wife will be crying. Okay, the church will also suffer at large. And that's why the church is doing this, because we are affected as a church, even the suffering of the community. So it's for our own sake that I become knowledgeable on this. So it's a duty of every person for his own sake and for the sake of humanity to inform himself in regard to the laws of life. Look at that. So to inform yourself in regard to the laws of nature, the physical laws. So this is for your own sake. It's for my own sake. So it should start from the home. Teach children just how to drink water so well. That's very important. Teach children why they should not take sodas and just know how to obey the law of water by drinking it well. That's it. Children should be able to make the decision to say, I don't need sodas. I think I need water. A child should love water. But you see, they are children. So you'd say this and they want it. You say this, they'll cry for it. So you need to keep on teaching and educating without stopping till they get to it, till they get used to it. I mean, if even elderly people fail to give up a bubble gum, a lollipop, so what about the children? So, but we're supposed to inform ourselves to the laws of nature, laws of life. He says, he says to inform himself in regard to the laws of life and consciously to obey them. So it's not only to know about these things, but you're supposed to be obedient to them. So there are many things we know about these laws, but we don't do them. I know water is important, but I don't drink. I know resting is vital, but I don't rest enough. So what we are being told is that it's important for my own sake and for other people to inform myself and to consciously obey them. That's what it says, okay? Ministry of Healing, page 128. So that's vital for each one of us to know what to do and what to do. That's why it's called the fence or the ambulance, okay? So when you obey them, you're actually putting a fence so that disease should not come to you. But when you disobey, yes, you can disobey, okay? There's a hospital, there's a doctor, you can rush there, but by the time you rush there, maybe you might be dead. Or sometimes the physicians would fight to save your life, but after that, you remain injured for the rest of your life because of the tragedy that you went through. Years of our life, spending our health on gaining wealth. So when people are working, so the first 40 years, people work so hard, okay? 40 years, okay? So they're actually using their health to gain wealth. So many people work so hard to just gain wealth, okay? And the last 4 years, again, the next 40 years, our life spends our health on regaining our health. That's why when you go to other people, they'll tell you that life begins at 40. So we used to have a time when all these lifestyle diseases would only begin at 40, but not anymore. Those days they would begin mostly after 40 years. That's when you see blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, but not anymore. Today it's early, 20s. People are having that. Talk about other challenges that people have in hormonal imbalance. Terrible. So you find some people having fibroids at 16, 17. I have patients like that. Fibroids is a challenge, hormonal imbalance. Okay? So we are taught to say that we're supposed to know now how to take care of ourselves, even to postpone our funerals, because God wants us to live healthy. Okay, so as we do that, then the Lord will help us. So there are conditions like the whole world is just sick. All the continents are just sick. All the continents are having patients. Go to India, go to China, go to the